Hey guys, if anyone's watching, decided to have a stream, because why not? It's Thursday, no one else is really streaming. I know I've streamed twice this week already, but I don't think anyone's too bored of it. And we got one person watching, so that's really cool. Want to say hello? You can say hello. Yeah, clickbait stream. You got it, Quackers. So, kind of the reason why I started the stream because I found this penny, but we're going to go into that later when more of you are watching. But it's a wheat penny, and you'll never guess what the date is. But I just thought I would make this stream just to hang out because, just to hang out because, I don't know. I just thought it would be cool. Not many people are streaming on Thursday, so you're probably wondering what is all this stuff in front of War Nickel Revolution. Well, guys, this is from the other day in that video, the steel cents. A lot of people saw that video, so I just thought I would leave all these steel cents on this magnet. Hopefully, maybe we'll give some of those away. But Quackers was talking about having a mascot of some sort in the stream, and I thought that was a really cool idea. So decided to get my grandfather's ammo pouch out and just kind of like put some stuff in it to set it up so it can stand by itself. And it's from 1945, so the last year of the war. And since my name is War Nickel Revolution, I just thought it was just cool, you know? It just made sense, you know? So I don't know why this copper penny, not this copper penny, the steel cent, looks like maybe someone's trying to fake it. Fake it to make it. I don't know. Or maybe it's just rusty looking. I'm not sure what that is. But I decided to look through dimes today. I've already looked through these dimes. I didn't find anything interesting. But yeah. I mean, besides Canadian dimes, I found some Canadian dimes. So you guys can check those out, I guess. Unless you're from Canada. You see these all the time, probably. They got a cool, like, looking sailboat on the back. I'm not sure if either of you have found one before, but they're pretty cool. I think this is a 2002 version. And then the other one I found is a 1987 version. Oh, you have one, Quackers? That's cool. Is it a really old one or is it a new one? Just excuse me a second, I'm looking for something. Yeah, I just remembered that I actually bought a silver dime from a pawn shop a while ago. John Isabel, that's a good question. Did I find a 1943 copper? I wish I did. I wish I found a 1943 copper. This one kind of looks like one, to be honest. But you can see that it's gray. It's pretty gray. I don't know if you can, maybe I'll zoom in more. See, I don't know, it just looks rust colored. Yeah, I didn't find one. I'm joking about the clickbait. I'm joking. That's why I said clickbait. Clickbait is you're clicking it and you think it's a video about like a copper 1943. I just made the title because I thought, since that copper penny was sold at heritage auctions today for $130,000, that I would make a video similar to that and show off some stuff I found at an estate sale today. Like this wallet. I found this wallet for 5 cents. Pretty good deal for a leather wallet. It's kind of like older, it's kind of vintage. It's pretty cool. And it smells really nice. It smells like leather, so that's cool. But what was I going to show you? I was going to show you guys this silver dime from Canada. I paid $1 for it. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me zoom in. So, see, 1943. It's from the wartime years. It's got King George VI on it. So it's pretty cool. I always find these in pennies, and I never found one with a dime before. So once I saw this at the pawn shop, I'm like, $1? That's not too bad. I think I'll pick that up. And yeah, so that's just the 43 that I have. Speaking of 43s, yeah, all these 43s right here, all these steel 1943s. No copper ones here. But since I have 3 of you watching, I guess I'll explain this a little bit more. What does that look like to you guys? A 1943 copper, right? Look at that penny. And then look at this edge. See that? See that edge? Copper, copper, copper. You paid $49 for your leather wallet? Seems kind of expensive. But, that's why I go to estate sales, because you can find the best deals on stuff. Your oldest Canadian is a 1937 King George VI cent. That's really cool, Quackers. I found those too. Not a 1937 though. My oldest Canadian is a 1920. So just look at the back of this wheat cent. It looks really copper, doesn't it? Looks super copper. And right when I found this too, I found it in the roll of pennies. I'm just like, that can't be real. There's no possible way that could be real. And if it is, it's like my heart was pumping out of my chest. I was getting all hyperventilating. And since I have this nice strong magnet for steel cents, right? I was like, this has to be steel, right? This just has to be steel. Let's look at that for a second, right? It just has to be steel. And yeah, it's steel. A big surprise maybe, right? Looks super copper. Someone's trying to fake it, obviously. I don't know if they painted it, but man, that looks copper, doesn't it? Just a regular steel cent that looks like it's copper. I actually almost sent this to Quinn's Coins because it looks so real. As a kind of like a joke. So a real one of these sold for $130,000 today on Heritage Auctions. So I just thought I would make a video around this, and I know, yeah, this one was clearly fake. If it was real, it wouldn't stick to the magnet, but it's still really cool, and it's really cool to find, I think. I mean, I found like plenty of steel cents, but not a copper one. Yeah, it does look like copper. It's a very good fake in my opinion. So yeah, I have all that steel over there. I made a video on it because people kept saying, yeah, steel cents are really rare, and I don't find any of them, and yada yada yada. But this is the steel pennies I've found in circulation over the past year. I'm new to coin collecting, and these are the pennies I found in the past year. 2017 fall to fall 2018. These are all the steel cents I found. Even this one that looks like it's copper, kind of, too. Let's see what else. No, that one doesn't look like it's copper. Let's see if there's any other pennies that fake it. Oh yeah, this is the faking looking one. It still looks steel though, not compared to this one. I mean, that one looks really good. I mean, you can kind of see the silver showing through right there. Not the silver, the steel. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, this magnet, found it a while ago. It's really strong, so it just grabs all the pennies. Pretty powerful. If I can get them back off again. So yeah, I just thought I would make this stream just to hang out. Didn't really have any plans for it besides to talk about that 1943 selling. I mean, that was really surprising. Oh, not just steel though. Steel pennies, John Isabella. I'm just talking about steel 1943s. People are always saying, "Oh, I found a steely. It's so rare. I haven't found one in a long time." And I found 69 in 1 year. I mean, they are cool to find, but they're not that rare in my opinion. In some people's opinions, they're really rare and they never find them. I haven't found some in a while, but they're just not that rare to me. Yeah, you want copper because you want to sell all the copper, right? I get it. Lol. So yeah, I went to a estate sale today and I picked up some old porcelain doorknobs. These are kind of cool to find. I think the people I bought them from didn't know exactly how much they're worth. I don't know. Maybe they're like a dime a dozen, maybe they're not. Usually they're chipped. So these ones weren't chipped, so that was really good. I just found them in this Ace Hardware bag right there. Just found them in the Ace Hardware bag in someone's garage. So, I mean, yeah, they're rusty, but the porcelain's all there. It's not shipped in any way. I mean, this looks like it's chipped, but I'm pretty sure that's paint from a door. They painted the door, and then they got some paint on here because this is raised. It's not like indented. So yeah, I took it apart. As you can see, that's where the screw goes, and there's actually screws in the bag that screw into these. I'm not missing those, so that's really cool. Let's see if I can push this back in here. There we go. But I got that one. And then I got this one. So yeah, I got 3 sets altogether, so that's pretty cool. 3 sets of doorknobs. For some reason, this one's shorter than the other ones are. I guess it was a smaller door. But yeah, I just, I don't find these too often. When I do, they're always at antique malls, and I paid $1 a piece for these. You have copper doorknobs, and copper is hygienic. That's cool. Are you trying to like melt down the copper, or you just have them like in your house? Or do you like collect doorknobs or something? The reason why I have this here, this is a US ammo pouch. My grandpa fought in Korea, so this was left over from World War II, and I guess he had this when he fought in Korea. and I just thought it would be something cool I could put in all my streams because it's like wartime, and my YouTube channel is called War Nickel Revolution. And yeah, I just thought it'd be really cool to have something like that in all of my streams from here on out. But how are you guys doing? Are you guys doing cool? Are you all right? Oh, copper kills bacteria. All right. I feel like I knew that. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. But I know that people put pennies in their gardens to like scare away bugs eating their plants. So that's kind of cool, I guess. I mean, I didn't know that before. I saw that off of someone's YouTube channel. I think it was JD's Variety channel. I think he put a video out like that. But yeah. Hope you guys are doing cool. We're doing great. I wasn't gonna show you too much else, but I don't want a small like a small video either, or stream. So I'll probably show you some silver from my collection. So I actually found this quarter in circulation this past year. I mean, basically all the coins I've had or I found in circulation. So this 1960D, 90% silver. Found this in circulation. I was just looking through change at work. I work at a coffee shop. And I just found this. And I thought, I'm like, wow, silver. And I look down and I see 4 more of these in the same quarter change container. And I'm like, wow. I just hit the jackpot. I just hit 5 silver quarters in one drawer at work. That's crazy. So of course I traded them in for just a quarter each. And they're well worth the silver value as to make up for the quarters that I spent to take them, and just keep them. I don't know if I'll ever sell them. Maybe I will. But it was just cool to find. Your grandfather was fighting in World War II and Korea, and he founded a VFW post. That's really cool. I mean, that is really, really cool. I don't know any of those guys that founded VFW post, but that's really cool that your grandfather did that. That's really awesome, actually. Silver. Speaking of silver, here's another piece of silver, 1936S. I wrote rotation ? In the bottom because if you flip it over from this to this, it looks like it's slightly rotated, but I don't know if that's just how mercury dimes are, It's not like that axe or whatever that is, or that post, I'm not sure what it is. Is that just supposed to be straight up and down, or is it supposed to be off to the side like that? I'm not sure, but I'm like, is it a rotation error? I'm not sure. Maybe someone could tell me. You got drunk in his VFW and didn't even know he founded it? Did you know your grandfather well, or you just didn't know about it until after you got drunk and someone's like, oh yeah, that's whoever's boy, his grandfather founded this place. Is that how you found out? Because that'd be pretty awkward, I would think. Here's some 30% silver right here that I found in circulation. What is that? It's a 1944 P war nickel. So super cool. Looks like we got 2 thumbs up. That's cool. We got 2 of you guys watching. Coin Hunter 777 is here. Exclamation points. And John Isabella is here. I think Quackers took off for a second, but I don't know. Quackers is probably coming back. So I will continue streaming. Another thing I found in circulation, or maybe my grandfather left this to me before he died, I think is this 1967. Oh, that's how you found out, John Isabella? That's cool. You knew him well, but the guy running it asked your last name. That's cool, I guess. It's just like, wait a second, your grandfather founded this place. You should have a mug in your honor or something like that, right? Did they treat you with more respect after they found out you were his grandson or something? That sounds pretty crazy. But yeah, this is a pretty good half right here. I think my grandfather left me this before he died. Yeah, these are like used 2x2s. Like there was a 1905 S half in here, but I took it out and put this 1967 40%er in here. I'm pretty sure my grandfather was collecting a bunch of these and he just happened to collect some 40%ers. They stopped charging you? Man, you got a good deal. I mean, for your grandfather, putting together VFW, that's really cool. How long had you been going there before they found out that you were his grandson? I'm really curious about this now. Just got up for a second just to go grab some stuff from my coin collection. And I just wanted to show this 1938 S off. It's really cool. There was only 4.1 million minted, 1938 S. And I actually think this one's in really good shape, actually, for being that old. Let's see if I can zoom in and it'll focus. Only went out one time. I found out about how much he had done in his eulogy. That's really cool. So you knew him well, but at the same time, you didn't know what he did. I guess maybe if you're not boastful, if you're really a respectable guy, you won't talk about a lot of that stuff because it's not that important. You're like, yeah, it's not a big deal. I started it with me and my guys. I can just imagine him saying that. Maybe you can imagine it better because you knew him, but that's really cool. Oh, you would never talk about war. That makes a lot of sense. My grandfather would never talk about Korea either until I think he thought, he was going to die, and he thought I should know about what he went through. So he told me all about it. But yeah, this is a nice 1938 S. I don't know if you can see that S. You can zoom in. Yeah, I think you guys can see that. Yeah, that shows up pretty good. Not a bad 1938. I was pretty pumped when I found this. I was like, an S? A 1938 S? That's crazy. As you can see the steel cents in the back, I'm just gonna pull up this. I found this at a coin shop. I don't know if these have been replated or not, but these are all 3 steel cents. That must have been terrible. He must have did some things he really regretted during the war, you know? I know those guys that, you know, had to shoot kids during World War II. Some Hitler youth kids, you know? Like those guys, they they probably will talk about it, but they really don't want to. I knew a World War II collector of militaria. He said he knew a guy who said he had to kill some kids during the war, and he's like he absolutely like hated himself for it for just years and years and years, and then he had to go through so much counseling because of it. So this is some heavy stuff right here, man. It's good to talk about, though. So if you guys could tell me whether or not these have been replated or not, because they sure look like they were, like someone shined them up or something. I think they look really cool, but if they've been shined up, I guess they're basically worthless. I didn't pay too much for these, so that's good. I actually bought this year. It's a 2-cent piece from 1864, Civil War era, and it's pretty cool. It's not in the best of shape, but you can still see it. United States of America, 2 cents. Someone says it's in VG condition. Very good, I guess, but I don't know. It's got some damage to it. If you guys wait a minute, come back with something pretty cool. Some nickels I haven't gone through in a while. We can look at those together. It's like a bunch of 40s and 50s nickels I found this year. Might as well look at that kind of stuff, because that stuff's pretty cool. So without further ado, I'll be right back. So there. This is the jar where I keep all my nickels at. My older nickels. I actually forgot what's in here, but these things are pretty cool. These old mason jars. Yeah, I've forgotten kind of what's in here, so we could check it out together. So I feel like some of this stuff isn't very old, but some of it is kind of old. So we can look at it together. I just have some empty wrappers right here. Oh, okay. That is pretty hard stuff right there. Pretty hard stuff that no one wants to do. But, you know, if you're thrown into a war, if you're volunteering to save others, sometimes you just have to do what you have to do, and it's terrible. I've never been to war, and I never plan to go to war. Hopefully, I never get drafted. But yeah, war is terrible. War is definitely terrible. And I'm glad the president is taking people out of Syria. I think that's really important. I don't think we should be so involved with that war. It's not our war. Kind of reminds me of Vietnam. You know, they should have left that how it was, left people to their own war. But, you know, people protested that war when it was happening. People didn't want to go. People just said they were signing up to die, or people say they were drafted to basically die, and it's terrible. It's terrible. But on a lighter subject, I guess, just found these nickels. Here's a 1954. It's a D. So I think it's a D. Yeah, it's a D. So it's a super common one, or not super common, but still these 50s nickels, you don't find them that often, so that's pretty cool. I think I have some magnetic nickels in there, so yeah, Canadian magnetic nickels. Nope, no other magnetic nickels, I guess. Do I have silver nickels in here? Yeah, you're probably thinking that because I have this dark one right here, but that's a Canadian one. Yeah, right here I've got silver. P. Let's see what that one is. It is a, let me zoom in, a 1944, and it's really black. I remember finding this. I found this in change. This war nickel. Yep, these are some war nickels. They're not all war nickels. They're just some. I remember finding this in change. Someone had handed it to me. I was working at a coffee shop. I still work at a coffee shop. But I was working and someone gave it to me in change, and I'm like, almost like, I had a little heart attack of sorts. And even though it's not that rare of a thing, it's pretty rare to me. Like maybe I'll find one war nickel a box, so it's kind of rare for me. But this one's kind of in rough shape, so let's see if we can find a better one. Oh, here's a D. I mean, this one's pretty worn too. Or no, this is a P. A 1943 P. I feel like that's one of the more common ones. I think that's super common, actually. What is this? Oh, this is a 1952. It's pretty cool. It's got something on it. 1952 plain. Plain 1952s, I don't know. I feel like they're pretty hard to find. Here's a 1960. It seems to have a lot of luster left on it, so I can see why I kept this one. And it's a D, so that's pretty cool. Pretty cool looking one. Not a war nickel though. Oh, found an S. Oh yeah, if I see silver in my change, I start to drool. I mean, yeah, me too. It's like exciting when you find. You're like, oh my gosh, it's got a mint mark above the Monticello. I'm winning. I'm won. So this is an S. Let's see what the date is. 1942 S. Isn't that a rare date? Let me look at my book for that. So yeah, I'm an amateur collector for sure, so I'm not sure about a lot of these things, but let's just check out the book for that. Unless one of you guys could tell me. 1942 S. Okay. Yeah, the silver one, they made 32.9 million of these. So decently rare, I guess. And I definitely was super happy when I found this in pocket change. Oh, hi, Glorious13. Good to see you. What did you think about the title, by the way? It is kind of clickbait. I don't have a 1943 copper cent, but I have one that looks a lot like one. And I'll show it to you right there. See that? It's a 1943 steel cent that someone, I guess, painted to be copper. So it looks really copper, but it's just a steel cent. Like one of these, one of these back here. Just like one of those, just painted copper. I'll show you. See, it's a steel cent. But yeah, super looking copper looking penny. Just thought I would have a stream, talk with you guys, hang out. Yeah, I was just joking about the clickbait. It's not clickbait. It was just a joke. I mean, I guess, yeah. It's like I did find this in a roll of pennies, and I basically had a heart attack when I found it. I was like, that's such an expensive coin. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be so rich. And then I pulled out a magnet, and I was shaking just like this. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And then I'm just like, oh, why? Why does it have to be steel? Why can't I just have a win? I mean, I guess it is a win because you could fool some people with this. I was thinking about sending this to Quinn's Coins just to fool him, or maybe we can send it to Rob. Rob Finds Treasure. That'd be a good idea too. You know, scare him half to death. So a subscriber sent me this, and they're like, "Oh, it has to be fake. It has to be fake," because they fake these all the time, and this is a pretty good fake, I think. Do you guys think this is a pretty good fake? Let me know in the chat. I would lose my lunch if I seen that. If you saw it in 1947, you'd be like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And you would have saved it for like 70 years. And then yeah, you would have just saved it forever, or would you have sold it? If it was worth $130,000 in the 40s, would you sell it or would you keep it? It's a cool fake. It's definitely a cool fake. But yeah, that's kind of what the stream has been about. I mean, kind of. We've been looking at, our regular steelies. We've been looking at war nickels. If we can find another one. Well, here's 1955, so that one's an older one, an older Jefferson. But let's see if we can find. Oh, there's a buffalo right here. Forgot that was in here. That's pretty cool. Oh, so you would sell it? You sell it for that money? Yeah, why we're talking about steel cents today is because one sold in the Heritage auctions for $130,000 today. That's pretty crazy. Wait, John Isabel, what are you trying to say? I'm worth $1 million? Or it's worth $1 million? If I picked out that now I'm cars, I said. I'm not sure what you mean by that. But this is a 1937 pretty good looking Indian that I pulled from circulation not too long ago. So that was really cool when I found that. I mean, it's got a big scratch right there, but the condition on this is just really good for most of the nickels I find. And yeah, I leave it in a bin with a bunch of other nickels scratching against it. Maybe not the best idea, but I'll show you the nickels I usually find. All right, yeah, here's the nickels I usually find that are Indians. They are super toasty looking. Well, let's compare this one with this one. So you can see Liberty, you can see that he's got braided hair, and the feathers have a lot of detail. You can see the date. This one you can't see the date. Any giveaways? I think I'll give away some steel penny again, or a few steel pennies, because I just have so many of them. I don't need them. So yeah, I'll probably give away a steel before the stream's over. So yeah, this is how I usually find them, and this is one I found the other day. It's like you can see all the detail on his face and his eye and his nose and his mouth. And then on the back, this one's pretty smooth. I found some worse than this actually, but this one's just in such good shape. Like you can see the eye of the buffalo, you can see just the detail on skin, his muscles. It's really cool. Yay, says Glorious13. Who needs giveaways? Lots of people need giveaways. I don't know what it is. You don't have to donate anything for giveaways. It's just all in good fun. Some people like steel cents. I mean, some of these are pretty bad shape, so I'll try to find some good ones. This is pretty good. Does that look pretty good? There's probably some better ones out there. I don't know, like this maybe. I don't know. Those look kind of bad. I don't know. That'd be a really cool giveaway. Oh yeah, these dimes are here because I already looked through them. They're just here for fun, I guess. It looks great. What, these look great? Yeah, they do look great. Yeah, I thought I would put this in the background just as a mascot of sorts. It's war related, so it's a mascot of sorts. Glorious, we were talking about doorknobs. I mean, that's not too interesting, but they're old doorknobs, so they're pretty cool. That's basically what you missed, besides some silver 1967s. And why not? I mean, my grandfather gave me this. I don't know if I want to give that away, but I have a few of these, and they're in really, really good shape. So I might. Why not? I mean, it's like my subscribers are like my extended family. I mean, we all like coins. We all like old things. At least I think so. I think we all like that kind of stuff. Tell me if I'm wrong. Are you saying ooh to the silver that I showed? Like, ooh, pretty, it looks so pretty. I want to win that in the giveaway, right? It's a pretty looking coin right there. Let's see if I have anything else. This is something I could give away. A 1964 silver quarter. That'd be super, super cool. We could give that away. That'd be fun. Who would want to see if I could give away the silver quarter? Because this is what I found in circulation. It could cost me a quarter. You like silver. I mean, what? Steel pennies, not that cool, but silver definitely really cool. All right, I feel like I'll give this away then. It's in pretty good shape, right? Look at that. I mean, it is a 1964, so it's one of the newest. I mean, it is the newest silver you can find, or you can get. You, me, look at that. In God we trust. What? It looks clean. This quarter. Like it looks like someone cleaned it, or. Yep. Oh, you think someone cleaned this? Or, oh, good shape. Because I don't know. It doesn't really look like someone cleaned it to me, but I guess maybe. I have a few of these, so let's look at all of them, I guess. It's 1960. That one's got some dirt on it, for sure. That definitely in that 1964 is in better shape. Okay, now there is something I won't be giving away, but look at this. This Indian from 1860. It's a fatty. It's a fatty one. I don't know if you can see that. Way thicker than a regular penny. But yeah, the back is in really good shape. I mean, it's decent. It's decent shape. And then the front is in pretty decent shape as well. I really like it. I bought this. I thought it was pretty good. Oh, not clean but clean. All right, all right. That's good to hear. I'm glad no one cleaned it. I mean, bring the value down, and I would hate that. Hey, you guys should tell me if you collect any of these, you know? These Eisenhower dollars. I don't have any of the um, bicentennials, but I have these. Oops. I have these. Just the like 1971s. I think I have a few 72s, but just these massive dollars. You're a bicentennial? That's super cool. So you were born in 1976? Is that what that means? Or does that mean you're 200 years old? Here's a 19. Oh, September 76 is when you were born. That's really cool. I got some old blood in here and some new blood. Gloria's 13 is pretty young, and John Isabella is a golden generation kind of person back in the golden days. So I picked this up at an antique mall. Someone had taped a coin to a piece of paper. It was really cheap silver, just so I decided to buy it. I think I paid $1 for like a sheet with a quarter and like 3 mercury dimes stuck to it. So I'm like, you know, that's a decently good deal. I think I should pick some of those up. So yeah. The hospital you were born in does not exist anymore. I can't wait till I reach that point in my life where I can say that. You're like, that's how old I am. I'm just an old fart that doesn't have a hospital anymore. I can't point out buildings from my childhood because they don't exist. Would you ever say you're an old fart? Because I feel like I would. Because you're sure saying like you're old. You know, like I was born in a hospital that doesn't exist. What else we got? Here's another 1964. I found 4 1964s in the same place and a 1960. So when I was talking about that earlier, that's what I found. And they're all in really good shape. So maybe just someone took them out of circulation in 1964, and then they probably gave them to their kids or something. The grandpa gave them to their kids, and they're like, well, these are just regular quarters. I'm just gonna put them in circulation because they're just regular quarters. I'm gonna spend them like regular quarters. So they did, and that's probably how I ended up with them. Is someone just rolled them up, gave them to a bank. They gave them regular cash, and then the bank, no one wanted to keep them, so then they ended up at my store. So that was really cool. They are in really good shape, so I'll probably give away one of these if you guys are interested. There's 3 of you. There's 4 likes. That's really cool. There's 1 dislike, which makes sense. It's kind of clickbaity. We're not looking through any coins or anything, so that's not making this too exciting. But cool. What else did I want to show you? This 1943 silver nickel. It's another P. I feel like that's the most common or something. Yeah, 1943 P. They made 271.2 million of them. So yeah, they made quite a bit of those. I'm looking at my book right now, not like my cherry picker's guide or anything like that. I don't have any of those kind of books. But I'm looking in this book. Let me zoom out. I just have a regular Jefferson book. It's filled up with a bunch of Jeffersons. Oh, thanks for liking my stream, man. I appreciate it. I mean, some person didn't like it because it was clickbait. I get it. I didn't find it in 1943 or anything like that. But yeah, I think my stream is pretty good. This is the silver I've collected in this past year. These war nickels right here. Some of these I bought for like $1, so not too bad of a deal because what they're worth like maybe $2.50 if someone's willing to pay that. But this one right here, no, that's a S. This one right here is actually my profile pic. I decided to use this one because it's in such good shape for a war nickel. Because usually I found them like this usually. These black ones. I find a lot of black ones where they're like this dark color like this. So it's really cool to find one that's in really good shape. And I think I paid $1 for that one, so that was really good. And then this S is really good. This 1942P is really good. This 1942D is also very cool. 13.9 million. It's in pretty decent shape. It looks like someone scratched it though, but decent shape. A 1942, just not silver. That one's pretty cool too. 1943D, 15.3 million. I was gonna make that my logo, but you just see the back of it and you wouldn't know that it's a 1943D. So I thought I would put a pretty example up there for my profile pic. And yeah, here's a 1943S. Got some other dirty ones I found in circulation, like the 1944P, 1944D, kind of another low mintage. And then we're up here with a 1944S with 21.6 million, so another kind of low mintage one. 1945P, just goes on and on. 1945D, 37.2 million. 1946S, 13.6 million. Let's see if there's anything else that's low mintage we can look at. 1948S, that was a really good find. I found that one pretty recently. I think I found that like maybe 3 months ago, and I was like super pumped when I found that. I was like, wait a second, don't I need that for my book? And then I look and I'm like, 11.3 million, what a score. I don't think it's in too bad a shape either. It's not like super worn or anything like they usually are. Yeah. 1949S, 9.7 million. And I don't think that one's too bad either. It's got some dirt. That just shows wear. 1950D, I hope to find that one day. I still don't have that one. I kind of wanted to make a video today about talking about buying coins versus just finding coins. A lot of these coins I've found, actually. And it made me want to do a video on it because for your like 1938 planes, 1938Ds, I know that's a hard coin to find, but I found like 2 of them. And it's only been a year for me looking for me to find those. I mean, maybe people have more luck than others, but for some reason I was able to find not just this one twice, but this one twice. And I found this one twice and this one twice. So one of them's in this book, one of them's another flip somewhere, another 2x2. I just don't know where it is at the moment. But yeah, And this 1939D, this isn't in bad shape. I mean, it's got an interesting coloration, but it's not in too bad a shape at all. Five likes, 2 people watching. That's pretty cool. I don't know who left exactly. I wish I could tell, because I would ask you guys to come back. I missed you already. I can't find coins worth anything, but I don't mind, says John Isabella. What do you mean you can't find coins worth anything? Like what? Like silver coins? I mean, I feel like I've just gotten really lucky when finding silver. And like, what's a good example? Like finding war nickels. For some reason, I think I found a lot of war nickels actually. Probably 25 to 30 war nickels. Maybe that's not right. Maybe just maximum 25. But yeah, I don't know. I do go to this really good antique store that sells coins for relatively cheap. So that's really cool. I found this at an antique mall actually. This 1883 V nickel. So that's really cool. I just thought I was in really good shape, and I hadn't had a V nickel before, and I'm like, I'm just gonna pay for that. Why not? It's in pretty good shape. You can see all the stars there and everything. You don't find any 90% silver anywhere? I mean, yeah, it is hard to find, especially in quarters. I mean, this was cheap. I bought that, but this I found for free. That's pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy in and of itself. 30% war nickels, I think, are easier to come by for sure. I mean, usually if I don't find a buffalo in a box, if I don't find one buffalo, I usually find at least one war nickel. So I've been through a lot of them, a lot of boxes. That's good, yeah. 3 V nickels. I really like V nickels. The design, I just like it. Just that huge V in the middle with that wreath going around it. I just like the way it looks. Someone painted this one gold because I guess back in the time period they made a $5 or 5 cent gold piece like this. And a lot of people painted them so they'd get more money for them. And it was just something bad the mints did back then. That probably wasn't a good idea, because anyone could just grab one of these, paint it gold, and then get more money for it if they returned it to a bank. Not the smartest idea. Another thing I wanted to share in this stream was this glove. Picked it up at an estate sale today. And I just thought it was really old. I'm not really sure how old, but maybe it's valuable, maybe it's not. If I can fix the camera. They didn't have denomination on coins in the old days. So this wasn't like 5 cents or anything. The V doesn't stand for 5. It's a nickel though, right? So it wasn't worth 5 cents or $5. I mean, they had gold coins though. They had Indian pennies worth a penny. What do you mean by they didn't have denomination on coins? Are you talking about like in the large cent days? Like this was worth a lot more? I mean, it was worth a lot more, but I'm not sure what you mean. But I didn't have denomination on coins. Do we just call this a large cent because it says 1 cent on it? And it's large? Probably. Hello, gorgeous. Haven't gotten that on the stream before. Main Squeeze. What a cool name, Main Squeeze. I almost want to say sneeze, but I know it's not sneeze. Is that corn you have in your logo thing? That's interesting. So yeah, I found this old glove today. I don't know if it's worth anything, but it's like all leather. Smells really good. It surprisingly smells good. I don't know what. Maybe I just like the smell of old leather. Maybe that's it. But it's your regular kind of glove. You'll give me $1 for what? Main squeeze. $1 for all these coins? Because these are $5 rolls right here. I don't think. Oh, the glove? You'll give me $5 for the glove, or $1. I don't know about that, man. I don't think that's a good enough trade. I mean, it's old. Why not? It smells good. Maybe you could enhance the scent in your house. But by that point, you could just start your own leather workshop, and then your whole house would smell like leather. That'd be really cool, I think. But then you would get used to leather, and then wouldn't be so cool anymore. The best gloves now are made out of kangaroo. I didn't know that. So do you like coach baseball, or have you played baseball in the past? Because I haven't. I just thought it was really cool, and I decided to pick it up. Speaking of, you'll give me $1 for it. I only paid 25 cents for it, so I just thought I was getting a good deal. Maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. Maybe I just wasted a 25-cent. Maybe I just wasted a quarter. Maybe I just wasted a quarter. Just a regular old quarter. Maybe I just wasted it. Quarters don't seem like they're worth very much to me. Only when they're silver. Only when they're silver. Silver quarters are really cool. So if you're just joining us, or leaving, or joining, or leaving, like people are doing, you might want to stick around. We're giving away this silver 1964, 90% silver. Because why not? Because why not? I found it for a quarter, so I'm going to give it away. And I think I'm going to do that pretty soon. Because there's 3 of you, and yeah, why not? Why not? Says John, Isabella. Why? Because it's worth like $6, and you'll get it for free. Yeah, that's a good one right there. That's a good thing to win. So what I usually do on my streams, because there's not a lot of people that watch, is I just roll a die, but you guess before I roll it, and then whoever guesses the number it lands on, you get whatever I'm giving away. So far, I've done this twice, and the first time I threw it on the first stream, kind of worked out, and then the next time, oh, don't guess right now. The stream's not over yet. Make a gold die? That'd be really cool. A gold die. You think I should just paint it gold, or do you think I should just somehow get a golden die, like a die, die cast things, and make a die out of it? Make it real gold? Yeah, like I have a 14 karat gold die. That'd be really cool. And what would I give that away to? I don't know how to cast things, believe it or not. I'm just a youngin' that doesn't know anything. But yeah, let's see if I can find any more war nickels to show you guys before I end the stream. I feel like there could be more people in here that would have a chance of winning a silver coin. That'd be really cool. What is this? A 19? Well, no, it's a D, but what is it? So black. Look at that. Has it been through oil or something? It's a 1944 D. You guys want that instead? This 30% silver war nickel? I doubt it. It's not the best of shape. Not at all. Let's see if there's anything else in here. 1945 war nickel. 1945 S. You'd rather have the quarter? I'd be right there with you. I'd be like, nah, I'm okay not having a war nickel. I really like these. I really like them a lot. So more for me, I guess. You guys can have the stupid silver quarter because no one cares about silver. I mean, everyone seems to care about silver on YouTube. It's all about the silver. Man, this one's got some cracks in it. A 1944. That coin looks like it's been torched. You'll gladly accept the nickel, but I prefer the quarter. I mean, I would prefer the quarter too. I never noticed this, but there's like some cracks on his face. You see that? He almost looks like the Joker. See how the crack like moves away from his lip and into his cheek? It's like he cut his own face open or something. You see that? And like the top of the head looks like, yeah, it looks like the Joker. It looks just like the Joker. What is going on with that one? See if there's anything else that's silver in here worth showing. Well, here's a 1939. I mean, that's pretty cool. It's probably just a plain, but let's check. Yeah, it's a plain. So they made a bunch of these. It's still cool to find though. What's this one? 1951. 1951 plain. It's 1953 D. So that's pretty cool. Because I have a lot of stuff in here. I forgot to talk about these nickel rolls. So this is a whole roll of 1940s. Pretty cool. I don't know if I showed this one off. It's a 1945 S. Oh yeah, I remember showing that off. I remember doing that. I have a 1939 rolls of nickels, 1939 through 1949. You guys would probably want to win this. I don't know. Would you want to win this over the war nickel or not? I meant the war nickel, the silver quarter. Which would you rather win? 1939 through 1949 nickels or a silver quarter? Just leave me something in the chat. Buffaloes are nice. Buffaloes are nice. Guess I could give one of those away. Are there silver nickels in that roll? I don't think there are. I think I took them all out. Here's another roll that says 1940s on it. And I know it's 40s because I put all these rolls together. Here's a 1950s roll. Just keep good coins to yourself. Because I'm a collector. Technically, I'm a seller at heart, but the more I got into the collecting spirit, the more I just started accumulating coins and not selling anything. Oh, we got 6 likes. Thanks for liking. I appreciate it. Whoever did the dislike, change it to a like. I would appreciate it even more. Hello, clickbait. Says coin group of Minnesota. It's nice to see you. I don't know if I've seen you in my stream before, but I'm glad you're here. We have 5 people watching. That's quite a bit. Usually I have 3, so 5 is pretty cool. Here's another roll of 1940s nickels. What else is this last one? I think this is 1950s again. Another one. Let's just check out what's in the 1940s one because I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure what's in that one. Let's try to push all this off to the side a little bit. Yeah, and if you're just joining us, I'm not looking through dimes of any kind. I'm not a collector myself. All my coins come from donations. Oh, that's cool. John Isabel, do you have your own channel? Because I don't think I'm subscribed to you. If you do and you do coin videos and coin live streams, I'd probably subscribe. Find any 1942s? Are you talking about nickels? Where's that book at? Here's that book. Well, here's my nickel book. There's a 1942p right there. Silver. A 1942d. A 1942, just a plain one. Yeah, so I have a few in here. As you can see, a few 1942s. Some in really good shape and others in not so great shape. I mean, they're all in pretty good shape. I mean, that 1942p kind of looks like it's in like a AU shape maybe. So is this S. It's in really good shape too. See, I'm just gonna pop those out, see what they look like on the other side. Haven't looked at them in a while. There's a nice 1942. I think I bought this one for $1, so that was nice. Let's put that one back in. Pop another one of these out. Another 1942 S. Really good shape. Another one I probably paid like $1, $1.50 for. Probably $1 though, honestly. That was a while ago, but I'm glad I picked them up. Other 1942s, like let's look in the 40s nickels, just to see what's in there. 1940s. A day off from work tomorrow, so I could just be streaming for a long time. Hope you guys don't mind before I give away something. But here's a whole roll of 40s. Let's not confuse them with those modern nickels right there. Here's a 1941. It's probably just a plain. Oh, it's a D. That's nice. It's in decent shape. All these coins I found in circulation. I don't think I've ever made a video on any of this. So that's really cool. 7 likes. That's awesome. That's really great. I just noticed that. Thanks to all of you for being in my stream. What is this? A 1941? Is that a plain or is that an S? Nope, it's plain. So yeah, just a few of the more common ones you find. 1946. It's a D, 1946D. So these are all my like more worn nickels, the ones I won't put in my books, but they're still old, they're still cool. I hold on to them. I've only been coin collecting for. I'm just waiting until I go broke, then I'll take my silver to see how much money I made. All right, that's a way to do it. I don't know if I believe in going completely broke, but yeah. Here's my 1940 plain and 1947. Let's see what that one is. It's plain. See if I can find anything else good. 1948, maybe that's something good. Plain. I don't know if that's good. Don't know if that's good or not. 1941, another plain. So yeah, I find quite a few of 1941s. 1940, probably a plain. Yep, it's a plain. I don't think I have a lot in here that's like really valuable, really old, but I'll look. If I see anything good, I'll probably show you guys. It's 1948. And wait, is that an S? Oh, it is an S. Look at that, 1948 S. And it's in decently good shape too. Is that a low vintage one? I'm not sure. I really need to memorize this better to be a better coin collector. Yeah, 1948 S, 11.3 million. So not a bad coin that I completely forgot about. 1946, plain. 1949, plain. the reason I started this stream, if you're joining us and if you're new, is because I found this fake 1943 copper looking penny. And you guys probably all know that the one sold for today for $130,000 at Heritage Coin Auctions. So I thought I'd make this clickbait video about how I found one, but it's not actually one, but it just looks like one. It's just a steel cent that someone painted copper. John Isabella, you keep saying it looks like copper. I mean, it does look like copper, but we've been over this. It's not copper. And if it is copper, then it's like mostly copper and maybe a little bit of steel. Maybe it's one of those mixed pennies. I wonder what it weighs in at. I don't have a coin scale, so I can't weigh it. But I'm pretty sure someone just painted this one, because if you look at the edge, I don't know if it will focus. Could have been, oh no, it's not. If it was a 48, it wouldn't stick to the magnet. So it's definitely not a 48. It's definitely a 43 that someone painted to look like copper, or maybe they copper coated it and it's mostly steel. But it's got these like weird lines in the back of it, so I'm not sure what that's about. Yeah, I don't have a weight. I wish I had. It's not too hard to chemically electroplate copper onto other metals. Well, that's good to know. Thanks for letting me know that, Mike Dornbush. Good to see you in the chat. Oh yeah, Mike, have you found any more coins in your basement? Just asking. If you guys haven't seen that, Mike made that video of him finding coins in his basement, and then he sent it to me. So, yeah, if you haven't checked out that video, check it out. It's on my channel. Oh, so you have a 1948 that someone changed to a 1943? That's a really cool fake that someone made. Oh, that's all right, Mike. We can always look sometime. Hey, Mike, did you hear about that penny that sold at auction? For $130,000, a real 1943 copper. Right? That is absolutely crazy that some guy found it in 1947 in his lunch money, and then he eventually kept it until he died. But what's really interesting about that story is that all the money that goes from the sale of the auction is going to, I guess, his public library. So that's really cool. I mean, the guy, I guess, liked books, liked research maybe, and just thought his library could use the money. That's actually really cool of him. It's 4 of you watching. Maybe I should have just ended the stream earlier when there was more of you watching, so I could give away something. But yeah, if you're just joining us, I decided to give away something in the stream. So if you're watching now, I guess you lucked out and you get to see what we're giving away, and maybe you'll actually win something. All right. So what I like to do on this channel is roll a die, and whatever it lands on, and like you guess before I roll, and then I give it away. Like what? You guess a number, you all guess a number 1 through 6. I roll the die. Say it lands on a 5, you guessed a 5. You get this cool 90% silver quarter. And I just sent it to you. 8 likes? Nice. That's really great. Thanks for watching, all you guys. And yeah, I'm going to end the stream really soon and hopefully give this away to one of you guys. I shouldn't say hopefully. One of you guys is going to win this quarter. And yeah, it's going to be a cool cool surprise in the mail. You're like, oh yeah, I remember you winning that off the stream. That guy had a really cool stream and it's really cool. I mean, I'm not saying I'm really cool. I know, no, I'm saying I'm pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna be proud. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say I'm really cool and I have really cool streams. So, yep, I'm gonna give that away. And if you guys want to guess, I'm gonna type go, and then after that you can guess. So when you see it, go ahead and guess a number between 1 and 6. And if you guess the same thing as someone else that guessed before you, the number you guessed, then like just switch your number to something else. So we got a 4, 6, and a 5. And there's 4 of you watching, so there we go. There's 2 guesses from John Isabella. John Isabella, are you watching twice on like 2 devices? I don't know if that's how it works. Or do you have 2 accounts that you're watching on? No, guys, you can't guess. You can't guess twice. You can only guess once. I probably should have said that. So go with your main guess, I guess. Yeah, you can guess only one time. So did everyone guess? At least once? I mean, John Isabella, what guess are you gonna go with? Are you gonna go with 4 or are you gonna go with 3? I think you should go with 4 because it was your first guess. Four is better? Alright. So we have 4 from John Isabella, 5 from Main Squeeze, and 6 from Mike Dornbush. Alright. We're gonna roll this and see what we get. It's a 2, so no one won. I guess we're gonna stay with the same guesses, and I'm just gonna roll again. All right. All right, it's a 4. John Isabella, you won. You won the silver nickel. Good for you. Now you don't have to find one. I'll just give one to you. So I'm gonna write my email at the bottom of this video, and then you'll receive it when you send me your address. Of course, you will receive it when you send me your address. So yeah, I commented my email down below. Just email me your address, and I'll send it to you. Thanks, guys.